You can see that there's this magnificent steam locomotive with the number 2, and I don't know what kind of class that engine, but it looks similar. It's like a miniature railway version of Tornado or Blue Peter, but with a different tender. You can see the engine looking very marvelous. You can see that this engine's getting filled up with water on its tender. Actually, though, this steam engine looks kind of similar to Flying Scotsman or Green Arrow, but a different version of it. Oh, and you can see this engine's now backing up to its train now. This one's called the Southern Maid. Oh, that's a nice name for an engine. Here it comes. Here comes the steam engine. Look, it looks like if it's coupling to our train. Here it comes! Don't tell me that this is gonna be our new engine to be driving, or maybe it's gonna be a double header, or maybe this engine will be taking our train. Here it comes. It's called the Northern Chief. You can see when how it will couple up. Look at me. Look at this. Just 2 glorious steam engines. 2 steam engines standing by. That's the best thing I've ever seen. 2 steam engines just right next to each other. And I don't know that this other engine will be taking our train. What is this? Is that a guarantee connection? No, it's not a guarantee connection. Okay, so our other engine is coupled up to our train, and it's now maybe waiting for the green signal. Oh, it's coming. Okay, it's gonna be going. So where's the whistle? Or is there another train coming? No, it's the same. Here we go. That's like a high-pitched version of Tom Rolls' first whistle. You know Tom Rolls from Tallylin Railway, but it's first whistle. No, or maybe it sounds like John Gog's second whistle. Okay, so here we go. On back to the main line. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. There's a lot of steam coming in. There's the signal box and the shed over there. It kind of looks like a miniature version of King's Cross. And you can see that I can see a diesel in the sheds. And here is the Southern Maid over there. But let's say goodbye to him. Goodbye. Really, he's a magnificent looking engine. So goodbye. And yeah, I think the Southern Maid is actually Rex's basis. You know Rex from Thomas the Tank Engine. Or maybe that's his basis. Because you know that on Soho there's also a miniature railway there too. Because I gotta say, I think this railway is even more better than the Tallylin Railway. I gotta be honest. It's better than the Tallylin. And now it's going out on the main line. I can see another engine. I can see a steam engine in the sheds. Really, that engine is pulling a lot of steam. I think that steam engine is a miniature version of a Black 5, I believe. So here we go to the main line, and you can see that there's a flat wagon over there. You guys can't see the engine now because it's kind of dark inside. And you can see that there's some yellow wagons over there. Yep. And wait. And over there there's some freight wagons, and there's like some coal mine wagon. I can see like an old tender, see? But maybe that's a scrap tender from a scrapped engine. Nah, that's kind of sad, seeing this tender getting scrapped. And also, I don't know, I think it's a generator. Don't tell me that this is the generating version of Slaughter. Okay, so onto the main line we go. I don't know what's that. I think that, yeah, that's the turntable. Here we go, and here we go to the main line. Okay, so here we go onto the main line with the great engine. Because you can see that there's also a factory over there. I think that, yeah, as I said, that's actually one of my favorite railways in the world, apart from the Tallinn Railway. See, it's another crossing. No, maybe that's, I don't know. I know there's a bridge that was kind of loud. Yeah, it's going quite smoothly and nicely on the main line. You see it shaking a bit because of the wagons. And yeah. So I'll see you on the next one when we get to something very interesting. Hello there, I'm at the last station, and you can see Northern Chief just uncoupled from the train. It's gonna back up to just turn the train around. And you can see, it's kind of like a miniature version of King's Cross. You can see it's a magnificent looking steamer. As you can see, there's like this red engine, which looks a bit like Mike, or maybe this is Mike's basis, I don't know. It looks like Mike, as I said, it looks like Mike. And Northern Chief is like it does look like a tornado, but with a different tender. You can see it has those white plates, I don't know what that is, that plate. Yeah, but see, it's now backing up. You can see the engine is now backing up to couple up. See, here comes the engine. The engine is just going back to couple up to our train. You can see the engine over there. That's a magnificent sight. Really, seeing our engine being turned around so they can couple up. Wait, look at this. That engine looks a bit Australian. It has a bell. Is that an American one? No way. And yeah, that's really. I feel like a real driver when I stand right next to the track rails. And here's the. I don't know what that is. Really, that's a fantastic looking thing. And I'm going to see like the head, the board of the engines. Number 11. That looks a bit like a German
Made in Germany.
Oh, I never knew this. Well, it looks a bit Polish because...
It's made in Germany. It's built in Germany.
Yeah, and here is some two basic diesels. I don't know what they are. And here's a blue engine, looks a bit like birds.
Yeah, blue,
And his...
blue engine's running today.
Okay, and
No, it's not.
his...
No,
and
it's
his...
not. No, it's not. That one is.
And here's a red engine.
That's not. One's running today. Two's running
That's
today.
yeah, that's the
Nine's
engine.
running today.
Okay, well that engine looks a bit American.
12's running today.
Yeah, okay. So, and this engine looks, I don't know if that's a that's weird. A tender on a tank engine.
That's a tank engine, yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
his also American, this guy.
Canadian.
Okay, it's a Canadian one.
Canadian design, yeah. They're built in this country for the Canadian design.
Okay, I get that, and this number 7, it looks a bit like.
Every 45 minutes.
Wait, that number 8. That number 8 is just like our engine, but a BR blue. I mean LNER Mallard blue.
Out of action, and it's waiting to be opened. The 7's away being opened.
Because, yeah, and these are all of the engines on the road. That number 9
It's about to come out. It's ready. very short left on the back of the line.
Okay, that's very good. And
Levels came out like last.
and his again the 7 tank engine. And also maybe on the next one, because I
75,000.
what I promise is that the next video will be about
Ovals every
the railway, the model museum. Because I've heard that in this railway there's also a model railway museum, which shows like some Hornby, like it has some A4 Pacifics, and also because really I'm really happy about that railway, and here's also that Canadian one. I think it's a tender Canadian, and yeah. You can't see them.
Saves on cash. You're not paying wages. But no, last summer was
Okay, so because I don't know which one to choose out of the 2 diesels. Because really, I'm actually more surprised. The only ones which I'm surprised is engine number 11 and 10. The reason why I'm surprised about these 2 engines is because they are fantastic engines. Wait a minute. Right, because whenever I look at the rails, I feel like if I was a real train driver or something. And here's some basic ones that show the. Really, it's just I can't even stop looking at the German engine, and I can't stop looking at engine number 9, 10, and 11, because it does look like a stylish Polish, German/American. This one is a Canadian. It kind of looks like a C16 engine, not the tank engine C16. And number 9 still. And you know that one of their whistles were also used for Thomas and Friends. Really, one of those whistles were used. And really, this one is a bit like Bird. This one's like Mike. And this one, these 2 are kind of the same. Well, I think these 2 are the same things. I think I better ask if these 2 are the same class.
The drivers paid staff.